All right, welcome back to 40-Day Refresh. Today we're going to continue talking about finances and money, and we're going to be specifically talking about investments. What is your investment plan? And so if you don't have the online course and the daily email series that go with this program, it will be a big help to you. It's completely free. Go to danielfoley.net/40-day refresh. The number 40-day refresh. You can find access to those there completely free. Go get those tools. But today let's talk about your investment plan. Let's talk about the money. Let's do a quick recap of what we went over yesterday, which is number one, we need to be focusing on cash flow and not accumulating money. We need to be focused on partnering and collaborating with people and developing trust in the area of money. We need to be protecting against our downside. We have insurances and our estate planning and trusts and wills and those types of things set up. We are forecasting and tracking our finances diligently, and we're doing it together with the important people in our life. And then the last thing is we talked about yesterday is we're beginning to move some money. We're setting aside some money. We're starting small. Could be a penny, could be a dollar, could be 1%, building up that percentage over time, hopefully at least 10%, if not more. And we're going to start to develop this pool of money. What do we do with it? That is the next question. I was in a situation a few years ago where I had some profits from my business and I was kind of seeking God. All right, what do I do with this money? Because if I put it in a normal bank account, I'm going to get like 0.01% interest at the time, which didn't sound like a very good deal. But if I put it into something like the stock market, I didn't want to risk losing the money because I wanted to be able to get access to the money and not have a lot of risk involved to it because I wanted to be able to use it for the business. And I was like, what do I do with this money? And I began to seek God on it. And the answer I got was this. It's something called infinite banking. So here's what infinite banking does. Infinite banking gives you a guaranteed rate of return. Guaranteed. That's 4 to 6%. Rate of return. It is tax-free as well, so it's more like 8 to 10%. And it grows guaranteed. It never stops compounding. And the cool thing is you can have access to your money anytime you want it. And the side note, what is it done through? It's done through a whole life insurance policy. And when you take the money out, it's actually given through a loan. The loan rates are about 4%. You can get access to your money anytime. You also get the side benefit. It's a savings plan, but also has a side benefit of life insurance attached to it as well. And it has been one of the greatest solutions we've found in our investment life. It's been one of the things, it's been an amazing tool that you can use for investment. Walt Disney used this. J.C. Penney used this. All kinds of successful people through the years have used this plan, but most people do not know about it or that even how to use it properly. Now, if you're going to use this plan, it takes some research. I'm going to put a link down below this video of some other videos that you can go to watch to get more knowledgeable. You need to get some education about this if you're going to use this plan, but it is extremely effective. One of the most valuable things it does, you never ever lose compounding on your money, which is one of the principles we talk about, and it gives you the ability to make $1 do two things because you're getting 4 to 6% rate of return on the inside, but you also can pull it out and begin to invest it into your business, into real estate, into stocks, and you can now make $1 do two things at the same time, which is a pretty amazing thing. So what do we do with this? We have a regular checking account, we have our savings account, and what we do is begin to take money out of that savings account and we begin to invest it into these whole life insurance policies, and you start to build up cash value on the inside of that that's going to be growing at 4 to 6% a year. And now it's growing and it's 4 to 6% a year, and it's growing and it's growing and it's growing, and eventually you get enough in there where now you want to begin to take that money out, you want to take loans out, and you want to begin to invest it to start creating that cash flow. Okay, is the goal that we want to do. This is a little more complicated topic, but we want to have your savings account and then begin to move money out of there into these life insurance policies. Though that money will begin to take out loans on, and we can use it to invest into investing to create cash flow. Now, what is the investment plan? Here's where we start. Number one goal. We have to invest from the inside out. So number one goal first. Invest into your own training. When you look ahead at the skill sets, we talked about looking ahead at the skill sets that you are going to need to develop and continue to learn. Maybe there's some online courses you need to take. Maybe there's some seminars you need to take. Maybe there's some books you need to buy, some curriculum you need to go through. Maybe there's something you need to go through. Maybe there's something you need to learn. First place you invest. Invest into yourself. This is number one. Number one, do not violate this principle. This is God's principle. Invest into your own training. Number one. Next thing, invest into your own purpose. Take that training and begin to invest it into your purpose. So for me, that was investing into online courses that I was creating. It was investing into my books that I was getting to, publish them and market them and get them out there. It was investing into my gym business, investing into several other businesses that I have now. It was investing into my own purpose. Once I've got that going, I invest into my training, I invest invest into my purpose. Now I want to invest into the purpose of other people around me. It could be I invest into the training or the purpose of my wife or my kids or business partners or people that I want to help support. I invest into their purpose. Maybe I partner with them in business. Remember we talked about the number one key, the table turner in finances, is partnership. Once I've got my own purpose, now I want to take some other people with me. I want to help invest into their purpose. And then finally, I can begin to invest into things I know, like stocks or real estate. Maybe I buy a building for my gym business or whatever it is, and I use that for cash flow. You want to invest into things that you know, but I got to work my investments from the inside out. So I'm going to take this money out of my life insurance policy, and as the income comes in, I'm going to repay back those loans into the policy. So it's continually replenishing itself so that I have more money again to take out and invest into other assets. And it's why it's called infinite banking. It creates this infinite cycle that can never end if we set it up properly. It's an amazing tool that can accelerate your financial success. And I'd like for you to be able to learn how to do that. But it's going to take some wisdom, it's going to take some knowledge, some learning to go through to figure out how to learn these things. You can go to Paradigm Life. It's probably the best place to go to start learning about these policies. Great plan though, but invest from the inside out. Invest into your own plan and purpose first, and then help invest into the people around you, and then go to other things from there. People tend to jump straight to real estate and stocks. Invest into your own plan first. That's where you start, and then work out from there.